want to cut everybody off. Like,
I don't think I'm right. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a show.
She aged like cheese.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
what we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.
What up? King Kong ain't got nothing. You hear me? Nothing
Shit.
on me. Bro, that's probably like one of the best, like, just dialogue rants anybody has ever gone on. Shoe program. 23-hour lockdown. What's happening, JJ? You think you can do this to me? Jay. I hate the movie, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a fan of Training Day, but I love that scene. Not a fan of Training Day. But I love that scene, though. I love that scene. It's one of my favorite movie scenes, like ever.
I understand, brother.
But what's up, folks? Fellas, how y'all doing? How y'all doing before we jump into this good old cast of pod? What's up, Chris?
Cool, bro.
You said what now? So you sad?
I said, what's happening?
Mm-hmm. Thought you said you were sad. What's happening, Jay Lewis? This is Men's Mental Awareness Month. And before we get into this, I just want to give a big shout out to one of my friends who is going through something right now. He did have to get hospitalized. Check on your strong friends. Check on your quiet friends. Check on your friends that are always laughing. You really never know what somebody's going through until something happens and they are, they are in a situation where you don't know what's going to happen to them. So just continue to check on your friends, man. Listen to people who come to you with something, you know what I'm saying? Don't turn them away. Don't try to tell them that their problems don't matter. Somebody else got it worse. That's not a proper way to respond to something. Just hear them out and, just speak to them. Everybody don't need your advice. Some people just really need you to listen.
Exactly.
And that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chris. It's always tough, It's always tough for somebody who struggles with mental health. I know. But before we go on, how y'all fellas doing? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Here, cuz. Good.
Yeah.
As good as I can be, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So we about to dive into this King Kong review. Before we do, let me introduce the show. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to welcome you to another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. I'm your host, Rashad, aka this was YN King Kong.
Hey
He was
man,
actually a baby.
hey man, say man, this your boy Duke, your favorite fat person. Listen to people who know what the hell they're talking about. This
Like, shut
that's
up.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka yes, he deserved to die.
Yes, he did.
Hey, boy, Sam, sit. They be
You know the
packing
rest.
Sam up. They be packing Sam up, man.
Hashtag Sam be dying, and he deserved it in this
Hashtag
did.
Sam be dying because he
one. And
definitely
I
deserved
hope
it.
they burn in hell.
He deserved it in
Listen,
this.
is it me?
God,
This Samuel L. Jackson with that hat and a little rat thing, he look like somebody gay auntie.
He
He
looked
like-
like something. He looked
he
like
look-
a little
he
badass
look,
kid with silver caps on his teeth.
He
That's what
look
he looked.
like a old what the old people used to call him.
I already hit him with it.
Listen, the old
I'm
people
not,
used
I'm
to
not, I'm
call
not
him.
playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all.
Y'all? What you mean, y'all?
I had to do it for you last show. He got it this time.
Listen,
I'm not playing with y'all.
listen, the old people used to call him bulldackers.
Brother, I don't even know what that is, though. That's what's the crazy thing. It used to be a universal saying, and I didn't know what that meant.
Bro, listen.
And I don't think I want to ask
Quick-
nobody.
Oh wait, hold on. Quick story time, right? So I got a
What's
cousin
that, Nick Young?
who came out as gay, which is stupid because we already knew. Like, we already knew that she wanted to be a boy. We already knew that, right? Even though she had
Mhm.
kids, but we already knew. So my mother raised my cousin. So she brought the girlfriend to my mama house to meet. So she said, "Auntie, this is my girlfriend Michelle." My mama reaction was, "Oh, so you the bulldog?" I said, "Mama, Mama, you can't talk to people like that. What is she is one?"
She is a one. It's crazy. She is a one is wild. I'm checking myself out of that conversation because ain't
Shout
no
out
way.
to country moms, man.
Ain't no way. Anyway, anywho,
Paul
we
really
go-
said that, bro.
we
I swear
we're
for
gonna talk
Lord.
about the big monkey, King Kong. And this introduction to King Kong was kind of different because you had the one where you had Jack Black that was kind of like a, I don't even know, sci-fi comedy, whatever it was. But this one was a lot more gritty, and it was the introduction of the Kong and Godzilla MonsterVerse by Warner Brothers, which I don't know if they're still trying to do, but yeah. And I'll save my gripe for when we talk about this. But anyway, scientists, soldiers, and adventurers unite to explore a mythical, uncharted island in the Pacific. Hold on, I gotta say. I'm about to
In
read
the
this.
what?
I'm about to read this in my ghetto term.
In the what?
Scientists, soldiers, and adventurers unite to explore a mythical, uncharted island in the Pacific Ocean. Cut off of everything they know, they venture into a domain of the mighty Kong, igniting the ultimate battle between man and nature as their mission of discovery soon becomes one of survival. They must fight to escape from a primal world where humanity does not belong. And I would like to really, what's happening, Sam OP?
I'm about to say,
I would like to reread that last part again. They fight to escape from a primal world where humanity does not belong. Stop going to these places. Stop going to these places. Stop
Going to other people's house and wondering why you get shot at. Like,
that is crazy.
I don't get it.
And then you get mad.
You get mad.
Can you imagine? You going to somebody's house, right? And you just popping firecrackers all over their house, waking up all these little insects and stuff that's gonna come out. and then you get mad when they beat you up.
Waking up insects with firecrackers is wild business.
Because if insect wake up with firecrackers, I don't think you want to fight them. But y'all came in this man's house while he was sitting there on his Posturepedic mattress, just chilling, sitting there. You know, he done hid all the other little creatures that come out because he just chilling, you know, eating his food, you know what I'm saying, chilling out. And y'all come in this man's house and start dropping napalm bombs, waking up the little creatures that he done got rid of and think he ain't about to lose it. I said, boy, hey.
That man was at his daddy's house.
At his daddy's house.
Daddy's house.
And he had a Picasso.
With that foolish.
So
That's one of my favorite lines. But there you go.
who you got to your right, Rashad? Who you got over your shoulder?
That's still Luke. That's Luke Dookie.
Type shit. So basically, the movie starts off with there's this guy. Well, first of all, let's you got the cast pulled up, Rashad?
Do I got the cast pulled up? Yeah, I got the cast pulled up. We got Miss Brie Larson, Samuel Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, John Goodman, Toby Kebbell, John C. Reilly, Corey Hawkins, Jen Twan, Jason Mitchell, and a few other people. Yeah.
Oh, so we had Dr. Dre and Easy in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
We had Dr. Dre, Easy, we had Nick Fury, we had Captain Marvel, we had Loki, and we had Fred Flintstone, and we also had Cal from Talladega Nights. So we had this movie.
And when you look at it that way, that's a cast you can't go wrong.
That's a good cast.
So John Goodman's character, Randa, was a guy who was aboard a ship 30 years prior to this. This movie is set in 1973. So 30 years prior to that, he was on a ship that was attacked by a Muto, a massive identified terrestrial, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's a monster. Attacked by a monster. What's happening, Jack Talk?
What's happening? And if you've seen the Godzilla movies, you know all of his ops they called them Mutos.
What's happening,
Massive unidentified terrestrial organism, some shit like that.
Monster.
And Monarch is a company that was put together to try to study and or take these Mutos out the game. Now, I don't know if John Goodman's character was the one who founded the company, but his whole motivation is
I think he was just like the head board person.
Right, but he was part of the inception of this company in one way or another.
Correct.
So his whole motivation in this movie is for 30 years, because 30 years prior to this, he was on some kind of ship, some kind of vessel. It was attacked by a Muto. I don't know how many people was on this ship, but he was the only one that survived. So for 30 years, he's been trying to convince people, hey, we're not here by ourselves. It ain't just us. It ain't just us. It ain't just dogs and cats. Like it's monsters out there, like real monsters. Like when your kid wake up in the middle of the night because he had a nightmare, and you say, "Well, what was in the dream? I saw a monster." These.
Yeah, I watched that show. Yeah, if you watch the show Monarch, it explains a lot of stuff that this and Godzilla King of Monsters don't really explain. It's a real good show. It's a real good show. If you're really into like the monster verse and you know like you're really into like the Godzilla and Kong, like they have like this whole TV series that kind of explains a lot of that stuff.
So this movie is taking place in 73. Monarch tried to blow up Godzilla. I think it was 1954. And some other shit. So basically, Randa is his name. He's trying to find people. I mean, this is your typical. Somebody has an idea. They got one or two people who believe them. Now they got to speak with the townspeople to find out, hey, I need somebody who
What's happening, Corey?
who works at Home Depot. Oh, well, you know what you got to do? You got to catch the bus. You got to go out west and go to the Home Depot. You got to find a brother named Rashad. If you can find Rashad, then he gonna lead you to a person who know how to wrestle alligators. You're gonna need somebody who know how to wrestle alligators. So after you find Rashad, you're gonna have to take him with you down to find a brother named Duke. And then once you find Duke, you know what I'm saying, Duke gonna say, hey, it's one more person we gotta get. It's a brother who whatever. It's like it's always this team of people that needs to be assembled. It's always this super sought after person that you gotta find before that you can embark on this expedition.
I think that's a red flag. I've always thought that was a red flag. If we gotta assemble people to do some shit, then we don't need to go. If I can't do it with me and one of my partners, we don't need to go. I don't want to take people I don't know. You know
well, I mean, because it's bound for something to happen. Like y'all aren't cohesive.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna do their own thing.
Think about this, right? If I go get Billy Bob, who's good at navigation, right, and then I go get old Chris, who's good at mechanics, if they die,
yeah, you kind of screwed. If the person that flies the plane is gone, like you like
gone, and the motherfucker who fixed the plane gone,
yeah.
What we gonna do?
Shoot, I thought we was always just gonna walk.
Yeah, I thought it was down the road.
Bro,
it's not down the road.
So, and I know we're gonna get there, but brother, if you want to talk about one of the most funny scenes that shouldn't be funny to you, it is this scene right here. Brother, this man,
this whole movie.
This man said, hey man, y'all make it out of here. I'm about to sacrifice myself. And then just to get tail whipped and just explode the mountain. I said, bro, that is insane.
I'm like, you was a dickhead this whole movie. Now you picked the perfect time to do something commendable.
Mm-hmm. And you don't need to.
And the monster was like, so
don't worry about it.
So you gonna sit there, so you gonna stand there like I don't see that grenade in your hand.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You about to get the good old tail whip. You ain't gonna see nobody. That's it. You sacrifice yourself for no reason. I said, boy, I laughed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I shouldn't have laughed at that part, but that was the part I laughed at. I was just like, I ain't even care.
I ain't know. When it comes to movies and you do something stupid, you die. It was meant for you to die because you did something stupid.
Absolutely. That part.
Number two,
that part was dumb.
Now, so you know you can't. That
part was dumb because it was just like, brother, why would you even waste? Why would you do that? Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So Randa is able to round up. He was able to round up a good handful of people. You know what I'm saying? Was able to get the military on his side. Who that particular platoon, battalion, whatever you want to call it, was headed by Samuel Jackson's character, who his thing was, I don't care what mission you give me and my men gonna do it and we're gonna get it done.
Insane.
Because they were about to send him home, right? So he was done.
He was about he was supposed to retire or something. Like he wasn't supposed to get no more missions.
Yeah.
Like he was done. Like all he had to do was run through the tape.
Yep.
But the military was all he
was also sad because you know that one part where he was looking at his medals, he's like, all this is for what? I got all this shit, all these accolades for what?
But see, that's the person that you didn't want to go. You shouldn't have wanted to go over there anyway, because he already don't really care about life. What's that,
Yeah.
Nikisha?
He
Those
don't
type
even
of
already.
people who go to
Yeah,
the
he don't care about
they
life.
go
He
to the
he done
military to
everything that he
die.
wants to do. Yeah,
Like he like he a Captain Dan type of like he ready to die.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. Yeah, he wanted to get up out of there. He wanted to get up out of there.
But he accepts the mission, rounds up his soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Josh, what's happening with you, big dog? So,
What's
long
happening,
story short, they get everybody together. They were like, all right, we got to get this fleet of helicopters, and we got to go to the spot on the map that we know is there. We just ain't never seen it before. And then they get there, and it's a Category 16 hurricane surrounding this island.
That's the one that be hitting the bottom of Florida, bro.
As a matter of fact,
that's another hit.
That-
That's another red flag. Go home.
that you know what? This was the same hurricane that Ghidorah was in the middle of when he was walking towards what's the name?
Don't worry about it.
Same one, same one.
Don't worry about it. And mind you, this was they were dealing with baby Kong in this. That's crazy.
So this is young,
This
not
adolescent
not
YN
even
Kong.
all the way developed, but freakishly athletic.
He just crashing out.
Zion Williamson in high school Kong.
He just crashing out. He's LeBron James in the pickup league in the what's you call it I don't know why I want to call that thing.
What AAU? Drew.
AAU, yeah.
So they enter this storm, and this man starts telling the story of Icarus, how he was given wings made of wax, and said, "Look here, you got wings, you can fly, but sidebar, your wings is made of wax. So what you don't want to do is fly close to the sun." Icarus looked at the sun and was like, "Oh, I got wings that can take me up there. Bet."
Anytime somebody brings up Icarus, it's not a good thing. Nothing good is gonna happen out of somebody. If I tell you, if you get ready to get a lecture from somebody and they start off with, well, Icarus, he was gifted something, but he flew too close. I already know I'm about to get the lecture of my life. And so whatever I'm doing, I don't need to do it. So again, ignoring red flags should have been the name of this movie.
Because out of all the stories, out of all of the analogies that you could have gave, as I'm flying into a storm that I might not even make it to the other side of,
now, but
you bring up Icarus and say, well, good thing about us, we not flying in helicopters made of wax, my nigga.
Okay.
Things like that's supposed to make me feel better. The storm is slapping the dog shit out of all of us right now.
But this man,
everybody got that red light blinking on their dashboard right now. That's what I'm saying.
This man threw a tree like Tom Brady.
So they make it through the storm, and they start dropping bombs,
napalm.
To try to shake shit up, because whatever we're looking for, if we cause a massive disruption, it's going to flush them out, right? That's the logic, right?
That's the logic.
Now,
that's their logic.
As many times as I've seen this movie, I believe Kong was taking a nap.
He probably was chilling.
Kong was taking a nap.
He probably was chilling.
The bombs woke him up, and he said, "You know what? Let me get this tree right here. I'm going to call this shotgun. I'm going to call this shotgun play.
Hey, you up there sleeping and threw something at a kid because they woke you up.
This man did the javelin.
Man, took the whole helicopter out.
Whole chopper. Because
My
what?
question is, I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing I don't like about certain military people, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not really their fault. I mean, it can't be their fault. Some people are just too dedicated to certain things, but not dedicated to life. And I feel like when you're not
Mhm.
dedicated to life, we got a problem. It was one particular time the white man was smart. He said, "Hey, let's turn around." The pilot said, "I don't take orders from you." Nigga, you don't need an explanation why you need to turn around. This man is catching doggone helicopters like mosquitoes. And he's killing people by the dozen. You talking about, I don't take orders from you, I'm gonna keep going. What?
You came to my house,
Come on, man.
knocked on my door with missiles and
Come on, man.
bombs, woke me up out of my nap.
I was chilling.
I was minding my business.
I was minding my big one.
But if I'm the pilot and I just watched this nigga Dikembe Mutombo,
Brother,
5 of the helicopters that came with me, then he stand up and he's 76 feet tall.
More than that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
More
about
than that, brother.
He 136 feet tall.
Sound about
it.
right.
You go to fight somebody, brother, and they go get your little punk brother, man. I don't care. And then the brother show up, and he is Yao Ming. Hey, man. You know what? I don't even want to fight you, Devo.
I feel like also
I don't even want to fight you, Devo.
It's so
that Michael left you ball a couple weeks ago.
There's so many things he did, the way he killed certain people, still got me wondering why people didn't turn around. At one point, brother, it was a helicopter flying like this, bro.
And he
said, brother, he pulled it back.
He ate one of them niggas, bro.
He did. He ate.
Look, that same helicopter he grabbed, he started shaking it like a box of Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
He dice rolled the helicopter.
I don't even know what he did, but
they punching on the outside, but chewing on the inside.
That man dice rolled the helicopter.
I ain't never had that either before.
Oh, so I don't. There was a lot of helicopters, and he clapped like 3/4 of. I'm damn near all of them.
Yep.
So boom, we get the most YN introduction to Kong or to any monster damn near that I've seen in a long time.
Bro, he was stepping on people.
But rightfully so.
That man was stepping
justified.
on people.
It was justified. So, of course, everybody gets separated. And Packard is so military gun-ho. He using all of his Boy Scout skills. He never once is nervous because his only motivation is we gotta carry out this mission. But now he's like, I don't know who this big ass monkey is, but now he gotta die for what he just did to my men.
Gotta be racist.
So he's doing head count, looking for everybody. And he's like, wait, where's Randa? Randa's sitting on a rock by himself next to the river. So he sit down and up the stick on him off bat and was like, what? Oh, fuck, where my stick at? I think my nephew got it. But anyway, he sit down and up the stick on Randa and was like, hey, you knew something, cuz. And Randa was like, that's the thing. Because just last week, everybody said I was on that shit. I've been trying to clear my name for 30 years because I know what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I knew that this nigga was out here, but I knew something was out here. I just didn't know what.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've shown y'all the proof that I'm not crazy, y'all saw what I saw.
Y'all seen
So
it.
guess what? Now all of us got to get back to the crib with proof that we saw what we saw.
But y'all ain't getting back to the crib.
So
Cause
people can stop calling me crazy.
nope, he about to unalive everybody. Everybody getting unalive.
Everybody gotta go like a clearance sale, cuz.
And that's how Dr. Dre ended up being put on that expedition too, because he wrote an article about it. And people said the same thing to him. Nah, nigga, you crazy. But Randall was like, hey, give me the young man who wrote the story about how the bedrock on certain parts of the planet is hollow, and it's hollow because them goddamn monsters is living under the Earth's crust. They living underneath the Earth. That's why it's hollowed out. And if you remember, Godzilla versus Kong, nigga lived underground.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla was beefing with Kong so bad.
Let's be real though. That wasn't Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla was putting that work to Kong. And you would think that Kong is gonna win that fight, because you know what I'm saying, like Kong got actual hands. Man,
agile,
said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put this hot breath on you.
I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. I said before the movie came out, I said the only advantage I feel Godzilla had was breathing fire. That was it. He's big, he's slow, he got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. Kong is agile, he can swing on buildings, he can take high ground, low ground, he got hands, he got feet. Godzilla not gonna be able to keep up with him. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, you was wrong, cuz.
I was big wrong. Godzilla was putting paws on that nigga the whole
had him running.
Oh, if you can't beat him, join him, ass nigga. That's pretty much what Kong had no choice.
He said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You gonna get tapped up. You gonna get tapped up."
Kong was getting beat so bad. He said, "Hey, Godzilla, nigga made you a robot twin clubs.
Let's be friends, bitch.
It's gonna take both of us to beat this
nigga." Hey, in the last one, right? He was like, "Hey man, I gotta get Kong up here. I gotta get Godzilla over here so he can help me." So he tricked him to come on land. Because Godzilla basically told him, "Hey, cuz, if you come on land, I'm gonna slap your nose off." So he made Godzilla come up on land, right? So he looking back at the mountain to see how close he is, because they got to get down to the thing. So Godzilla get up there and call like, "Hey, look, I want to trouble. I want trouble. I'm trying to get your help. I want to smoke." And Godzilla don't even want to hear. He just tackle that man.
Hilarious. So Kong is slapping shit around. Everybody gets separated. Everybody's trying to figure out a plan. Okay, this direction we're gonna go in, and hopefully we'll run into some of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Chapman was the only one who ended up by himself.
Right.
Everybody got separated with a group of people, and Chapman ended up by himself. So there was a scene where when did they realize that everything was big as fuck? When that big ass longhorn got about the water?
Mm-hmm. Yep. When that ox
was that before or after the was that before or after the spider?
The ox was the first thing.
That was before. Because it was the ox, and then Chapman saw Godzilla squabble with the squid
and ate him.
Ate that nigga for lunch. Then Packard's group was the ones who had to run in with the spider. Man, brother, that shit was crazy.
But when I
Yep.
seen old boy, I was like, well, damn, did somebody throw a stick in his mouth? What the stick? What the stick? What the stick?
Yeah, I closed my eyes during this part. Not gonna lie to
Yeah.
you.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
we
even
know
no
how you was
regular
about
stick
spiders.
neither. It was like bamboo. You
No,
know
it
how
wasn't
strong
bamboo.
bamboo
It
is.
was the spider leg.
And that's what he looked like. Until the motherfucker started moving, they didn't know what was what.
Goddamn spider on. Yeah, brother.
And then they look up, and the spider about 75 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's damn near blocking the sun. I said, boy,
Hey, I'm going to bed. Let me go.
no,
Listen,
that's hey,
hey, listen, brother, listen. When I was younger, my defense mechanism against ass whooping was to go to sleep. I'm
oh
going
yeah.
to sleep.
As soon as my mama finished, I got
Yeah.
to sleep this off.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
When I
man.
get home, that's okay. I'm going to sleep, Bill. I'm finna go to bed. I'm going to bed.
Out of there. Then when you
Oh
wake
yeah.
up, they come in there.
Oh yeah.
You want something to eat?
Man, no, hey, don't
You
ask
hungry?
no one to eat. don't
I mean,
don't
I
ask no one.
do.
Well, they
I'm not even your friend right now. I really don't know why I stay here anymore. Like,
I mean, at the same time, you gotta be honest. You did some shit. So
I mean, for real though. I mean, that's true. That's true. That's
you
true.
But
can't
then
be
But
mad at them.
but you know, as kids, we were like, but did the punishment fit the crime?
was it
Did you
was it
really
really that
have to
bad?
beat the skin off of me?
Like my butt
I
hurt.
don't think stinging.
I can't properly sit.
That's crazy.
I gotta wait for the stinging to go down for me to even take this nap. I gotta sleep this off.
My mom beat me one time, bro. I mean, it's kind of my fault. I wasn't being still. She told me to stay still, and I didn't. So my aim was a little off. Woke up this morning. You can stay home school. All right. You want nobody to see this evidence, nigga? You think you slick? You want nobody to see this evidence? I get it. I get it.
You don't want nobody to see this evidence. It's crazy.
You don't want somebody to see this evidence, man. You know, I get it.
So Packard and his group got split up. Weaver and old boy and his group got split up. Chapman was by himself. And then you had I think it was split up into three. So they had to run in with the spider. They managed to clap the spider, even though the spider was able to clap like 2 or 3 of them. And then what was after that? The ox, Kong versus the squid, the spider.
Oh, then they meet John C. Reilly. Well, part of the group meets John C. Reilly.
It was what's the main nigga name, bro?
What are you talking about? The one that was a pilot that was fighting with the samurai, or the Japanese pilot?
No.
You talking about Tom Hiddleston character?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Captain James what?
That's who that was who fought the samurai?
John C. Reilly was the one that fought the samurai.
So check it out. So the very opening scene of the movie, it shows a plane crash on the beach, and what the movie reveals to be John C. Reilly's character at his young age, like early 20s, parachutes down onto the beach. But then the op parachutes down too.
They couldn't shoot, and that made me mad.
Oh yeah.
Like,
so
I said, how both of y'all run out of bullets and can't hit nothing?
John C. Reilly's character, obviously an American, and his op
is Japanese.
Japanese. So the op is running down on him, on Hank Marlowe, trying to take him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hank pull out the stick, fire about 5 or 6 shots, couldn't hit the side of the house. So then the op, he pull out the same gun that Buddy had in The Fifth Element.
Bro, hey,
Because
I
who
don't
the
know
fuck
where these guns come from, but golly.
had the same, had pulled out the Fifth Element gun on him. So Hank is trying his damnedest to get away from this guy. And he Japanese, so he pull out the sword on him. So they tussling, they going back and forth. This part pissed Duke off because Hank
Pissed
grabbed
me off so bad.
the
Bro, let me tell you something. It pissed me off so bad that I paused the movie and went and got something to eat. This is how mad I was. This man got this big ass sword. He swung. The dude caught it. Why? I don't know. But he
By the hand. Caught it by the hand.
catches it. Clearly getting cut. I would do the same thing the Japanese did, dude. He laughed. Dumbass. And he started pushing the knife. Or the
Don't worry
sword.
about it.
He up there screaming, let it go. People
Don't worry
be
about it.
pissing me off so bad. Why are you putting yourself through this pain, nigga? Let the damn thing
See what the
go.
guy stopped.
I don't care. You gotta let it go.
I mean, one or two things gotta happen, dude. Either he gonna get stopped or he gotta hold this. You know, he gotta hold out.
I'm gonna get stopped. I just can't see myself holding on to something that's cutting through me like a pork chop on Sunday.
Because if you let it go, it's gonna cut through you.
You
Yeah.
gotta come through.
It can cut through your hands or it can cut through your ribs. Which one you? And it was a Japanese sword, so you got to hold it with 2 hands. I learned that from the Wolverine movie. But anywho, while they tussling, Kong come climbing up the side of the mountain. The cliff that they was fighting on was like the Great Value version of the cliff that Killmonger died on. But that's neither here nor there. So Kong pull up and boom, introduction to the movie. So when they find Major Hank Marlowe, and he's like, yeah, I've been here since 1944. Me and my it gets to a part later on in the movie where he's like, I got this boat that me and my homeboy was building for like 6 years. If we can get the boat fixed, we can get back to the opposite side of the island so that we can get to our extraction point. And he was telling the story about how he was like, his name was such and such and blah, 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 which come to find out, that was Buddy who was trying to kill him 30 years ago.
Mm.
But after Kong put up on them, they was like, you know what? Yeah, we might, hey, man, hey, my bad, man. And let's put all this bullshit aside, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They had a nigga moment. They tried to kill each other. It didn't work. And they was like, man, this is stupid, man.
Yeah, there was definitely a nigga moment going wrong because they were trash. I don't know how they got in the army. Like, you got to at least be able to aim. But I said, these boys can't shoot.
And it was like, damn, cuz, you been here since 1944? He was like, hell yeah. That ambush was cold as fuck, though. They was blending into the bricks on the wall and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I would have pissed on myself.
Yep. Yep.
I need change your drawers, please. Yep. Don't worry about it. Because I don't know where they came from, but they came. Yeah.
Because how long you was standing there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't know other human life forms was on this island. Like, how? Like, what is going on? But then John C. Riley come out like, hey, chill. You know what I'm saying? They with me. I'm the leader of these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they pulled out, and I don't know where Dr. Dre got this little strap from, but man,
he had a little shotgun or something, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little buckshot.
Yeah. So Hank take them back to the little temple or whatever. I think it was it was like a boat. It was like a big ass boat that they hollowed out and made it into like a shelter. And they had like these weird looking sculptures in there that illustrated like Kong being the last of his kind on the island because the skull crawlers killed all of Kong's family, and this, that, and the third, and yada yada yada. Don't go to the west side at night. Matter of fact, don't be nowhere at night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, be in the house at your curfew, because if you're outside at night, you might not make it.
It might be the last time you out there.
You can see the next day.
Might be the last time you out there, cuz.
He was like, look, I might tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Mm-hmm.
Be in the house at sundown. I don't care what part of the island you on.
Be in the house. Go in the house.
Cause soon as when he finally got to meet Sam Packard. No, his name was Preston Packard. When he finally got to meet Packard, and Packard was like, all right, bet. Now that we link back up, everybody, we got to go out west. And Hank was like, west? But boy, hell no. You trying to go to the west side?
He said that's where them things at.
You trying to go to the shadowy place that Mufasa told us not to go?
And this should have been the end of the movie. We finna go up north.
Don't worry about
You know what I'm saying? They finna get us.
You want to go to the west side? Ain't no way. And the thing about it, Packard was like, yo, we cannot continue this expedition because we got one man that's still out there. So you finna go all the way to the west side of the island for this.
No, we don't. You don't exist no more.
This man was sitting on a random tree trunk, and then it got up and turned into a bug.
Then
the
bug.
He ducked the clip on the bug, and the bug was just like, "You're me."
Don't worry about it. Well,
the bug looked at him and was like, "Bro, you're mean, bro. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna just leave." You know what? Hey, watch out for that thing behind you, though. You know. Oh, you don't see it? Okay, that's fine. Guess you're not gonna make it to the next.
Here come your karma for shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're mean. I ain't do nothing to you.
I was sleeping. You sat on me. For real.
I was chilling at the crib, and you came in here and sat on my couch.
And then shot me.
Mm-hmm. Like I did something.
Oh boy.
But luckily, the skull crawlers don't like vegetables, so he gonna see me. He gonna let me go. He gonna walk the other way.
Yeah, you on the other hand, man.
He about to take you out the game.
You gone, cuz. You about to be boo boo.
And Hank Harlow was like, "You can't be outside at night, because then that's when the skull crawlers come out." And it was like, "What's a skull crawler?" He was like, "The things that come out at night." How did they get the name skull crawlers? He was like, "Because it sounds neat." Hey, look, I just made this shit up. You call them what you want.
I call them face mashers. I don't even know I got that thing. I just call them that. They got a head. They ain't really got no body, so that's what I call them.
But they diesel though, because they ain't got no feet. They just got
They ain't got no feet. They just walking on arms.
Just arms.
Chasing you down.
That's crazy.
Arms strong than a bitch. So
how they balance work, I don't even know.
They were the babies. They were the baby ones.
Yeah.
They were the baby ones.
So Hank was finally like, "Man, you really trying to go to the west side, bro? You know what? Fuck it. Fine. We're going to the west side. But I'm telling you now, when shit hit the fan, because it looked like the elephant graveyard when they got there. And the skulls and the bones of all of Kong's dead family was everywhere. The sky was the sky was green. It was COVID.
So that's crazy. So this is what also like kind of weirds this out for me. And I don't know, maybe they explain it somewhere later on down the road. I haven't seen the explanation take place. But okay, so you only have Kong for this movie, Godzilla versus Kong. But then when Godzilla and Kong comes out, you have 47 Godzillas. So where did they come from? Or maybe they explain it later. I don't know. You said Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Godzilla was the Japanese. Godzilla was he was, I think, is it South American? I think it was South America where Godzilla came. I mean, not Godzilla, but King Kong. Godzilla was Japan.
Oh, you say Godzilla.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Godzilla was Japan.
Godzilla was Japan. I think Kong was
You want to know how
South
Godzilla
America.
was Japan?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I'm
it.
curious, brother.
Don't do it.
How was Godzilla Japan?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Tell me.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chris Tucker. Don't do it. Don't you do it, Chris Tucker.
So check this out, dude. Because when the Japanese people saw it, right? Does it?
Nah, playing with y'all. Not playing with y'all. His hand is on the trigger. His hand is staying on the trigger. I'm not playing with y'all because I thought you was about to do the Chris Tucker. Oh man, can't make moves like that.
No, the Japanese dude with the 3-piece suit and the briefcase looked up and was like, I ain't gonna do it. So anywho, they go to the west side, they go to the elephant graveyard, which is way beyond the shadowy place. And they rub elbows with the skull crawlers. And at first, the skull crawlers don't really see nobody because they all hiding from the skull crawlers. And one of them threw up Chapman's skull with his dog tags attached to it. So they was like, well,
he fluffed like a mug.
I said, well, we know what happened to Chapman.
Mm-hmm. He out here, Phil.
And then this is where Randa gets clapped, which was funny to me because Cole lit a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
And Easy E was like, nigga, ain't nobody got time for this shit, bro. Man, put that shit out, man. Flicks it behind him, it just combusts, explodes. And Randa was like, fucking idiots. But as a skull crawler is running full speed towards him, this man is trying to fix the film in his camera. And he was like, oh shit. Clapped. And this nigga camera is flashing inside the belly of the goddamn skull crawler. And Hank Harlow pulled out his homeboy's sword and hit the meanest I got a sword stance that I had ever seen. Like he
Oh yeah,
practiced.
that thing.
He pulled that motherfucker like he was certified. Cause
yeah, he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing. Bro.
you know how I knew he didn't know what he was doing. He had the stance down pat. See, this is the part of being in the animal kingdom where you do something to make yourself bigger so that you can intimidate your ops, so that your ops can change their mind and just walk away. Like that stance. If you didn't know no better, screamed, nigga, I am surgical with this sword.
Mm-hmm.
But then the skull,
and then Tom
but then the
Hiddleston
skull
grabbed that shit.
crawler ran. He cut his leg and then took off. I saw, yeah, he was bluffing. For homeboy might have taught you that before he passed, but you was bluffing.
Mm-hmm. Because what's the name took the sword after that? Took the sword and took a mask and
that
started
part of the
going
movie was now that shit was fire. The whole him running through the smoke screen with the gas mask on, chopping up all them birds, eating people and shit. I was like, that was fire.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was.
And they managed to make it out of that situation. And they get to a place where I think they find Hank's his little beat up speedboat. And he was like, if we got any chance of making it to the other part of this island.
Wasn't it like it was like a boat plane mixture?
Yeah, because he was telling Buddy that he took parts from his plane. Him and his Japanese homeboy spent 6 years building that boat because they was using plane parts to build the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, we got to fix up this boat if we got any chance of making it to the other side of this island.
Right.
And somebody was like, nah, fuck that, that's bullshit. And he was like, well, unless you got any other bright ideas, I suggest we get cracking.
Pretty much.
So meanwhile, on the other side of the island, because at this point now Packard knows that Chapman got clapped. Chapman is no longer. So he was like, you know what? I don't care. The mission still stands. We need to find we need to find the crash site where Chapman went down, use his weaponry to kill Kong. And they're trying to talk sense in the Packard. They was like, what the fuck you want to kill Kong for? He was like, because Kong killed my men. He was like, bro, we in his house.
Came to his house, dude.
We in his house. And Buddy was like, Chapman didn't kill Kong didn't kill Chapman. And he was like, no, but he killed all these niggas, had a handful of dog tags. And he was like, bro, we came to his house dropping bombs in his house. Mm-hmm. He was simply defending his territory, bro. And Packard wasn't trying to hear that. He was like, nah, fuck that. That nigga still killed my men, so I got to get my get back.
Nah.
Man, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. Listen, man. Bro,
tell him I was there when he shot baby bro at MacArthur Park.
Bro, listen. If the helicopter didn't kill this nigga, the goddamn 50 cal didn't kill this nigga, fucking grenades didn't kill this nigga, you not gonna kill this nigga. Let's go, bro. Let's go to the north side and wait for the people to come pick us up. Come on,
and
man.
The shot in the beginning, after he finished slapping all the helicopters out of the sky, where Packard was just standing there looking at Kong, just staring him down, like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Like, this ain't over. And
yeah,
Kong broke the helicopter he had in his hand like a graham cracker and looked at Sam and was like, I'm not even gonna kill you right now, because I just want to show you that you can't fuck with me.
Oh,
and I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see
when I do. When I do kill you, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very bad. Yeah. Sam, I don't know which one was worse, his death in this or his death in Deep Blue Sea. Might have been this. You ain't even really see him out there.
They,
You just saw blood splatter.
His death in Deep Blue Sea was worse, in my opinion. In Deep Blue Sea, he wasn't the ops. He was actually giving a Martin Luther King "We need to stick together" speech, and got clapped mid-speech. This movie,
he deserved it.
He deserved it, bro.
That man
was my boy here with his shut the fuck up. Because he was about to say something. Shut the fuck up.
He smacked him so bad.
He smacked him so bad. Shut the fuck up.
He didn't even wait to see what was going on. He just
Hey,
I'm just going to kill you right now.
Well, boy, so Mark, sit your dumb ass down.
Sit your
dumb ass down.
He said, boy, I'm going to kill you right now. I'm going to just go ahead and end this real fast.
And then there was a turning point in the movie where James and Weaver, they actually end up finding the little cliff where Hank and his Japanese homeboy had the 1v1 at. And who pulls up on them out of the fog? This nigga Kong.
That was hard though.
It was, because all you could see was the outline of his body and his eyes.
Yeah, that was hard.
Because they was looking at Kong like, damn, nigga, it's late. What you still doing up?
There's a lot of times in the movie I just repeat on myself.
Yeah, that was
damn, you done peed on yourself again? I did.
So this is the point in the movie where Kong was compelled by the power of the Hoochie Pappy. Because at first, he was like, he walked up on him, like, man, what the fuck y'all niggas doing up here on this cliff at night? Y'all know what time it is? You know what time, you know what side of the island you on? And then he looked at her and was like,
You kind of cute.
I'll let you touch me. You keep your hands to yourself. But her, I'm gonna let her touch me.
Hey, listen. Kong has always been soft for white women. He's always been soft for white women.
Let the record show.
I don't think it's ever going to change. I think if a black woman tried, he might be a little skeptical. He might be like,
I could take her, but she would have an attitude.
Yeah, she gonna but that white woman, she been down with me since
put me down.
She will give you the proper fear and respect.
Hey, go ahead. Oh. Can you put me down, please?
Not you get picked up by Kong and you smacking your teeth. Because what?
What you doing? Put me down. I'm trying to save your life, dumbass.
Can you not?
You gonna wrinkle up my shirt.
Hey, cut.
Hey, director. Hey, can we switch her out, please?
How did they get in here?
Can we switch her out, please?
So that part of the movie is important because initially everybody's assumption was, well, if you see how we rolled up in his house, so I'm pretty sure he think all of us are the op. He got to take all of us out of the game. But Kong actually took the time to realize, okay, all of you niggas ain't turkeys.
I don't like you because I think she want to smash you, but I'm gonna be all right with you because you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna let her touch me. She can touch
you. Cold.
You
cold. But yeah.
So that part is important because there's a turning point where Packard was like, you know what? We're gonna drop a couple more of these bombs though. They got his attention the first time, so we're gonna do it again, so he can pull up.
Only bigger in one spot.
So he can pull up. So this man dumped gas all in the water, and he's standing there with the stick on fire, looking like a little badass kid.
It looked like somebody's auntie, man. Like a bulldog. I'm telling you, he looked weird. I don't know what was wrong with his face. Something wrong with his face.
Sam one of them people that look crazy when he ain't got no face.
Yeah, you're right.
Like ass face, like Sam, chill out. Grow you a shadow or something. So
I mean, technically, he probably couldn't because he was in the military.
Type shit. So his plan is to set Kong on fire, which appeared to work until he rose from the ashes like the phoenix and start putting hands on everybody.
Yes.
So now his plan B is to blow Kong up. But before he can do it, James, Weaver, and Hank come out the bushes and was like, hey, you need to chill out because whole time, Kong is the reason why we still alive around this motherfucker. And Packard was like, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You feel me?
Blow everybody up. You, him.
And then this part was hilarious to me. Because Weaver said something to him, and instead of giving a proper response with like logic and this is the way I think, this is the way I feel, she said something, and he was like, "Bitch, please, hey, press the goddamn button on this button and blow this nigga up." I was like, yo,
shut up, hey, blow him up, please.
I was like, yo. Speaking of Weaver, there was a part of the movie where she pissed me off. I almost forgot about this. So they're in the village with the people, right? And she hears like an animal sound in the distance. So she goes outside of the village walls, which that was one of the biggest gangsterest walls I've ever seen ever. Because the motherfucker was 100 feet tall and had spikes sticking out. I don't know how them little quiet ass people built all that shit, but it was fine. So she goes outside the walls, and the ox got an airplane on top of it. So she take her little narrow ass and try to pick the wing up.
Bro, yeah. Hey, what you doing?
Even the ox was like,
hey, call somebody else. Can you call somebody else?
If I can't do it,
I appreciate you.
What
but can you call somebody else? Because I don't think this is where your strong suit is.
I'm 30 feet taller than you. I'm 6,000 pounds heavier than you. Hell, my horns are probably wider left and right than this motherfucking plane is on my head. So if I can't get myself out of this situation,
can you call somebody else?
If you can't do it, what makes you think I can do it?
Kong picked up the plane like he had an attitude, like what, like why was you even trying to do this?
Hey, go sit down.
But at the same time, he was annoyed, but he's like, you know what?
Like he picked up the plane like, here, nigga, down.
Mm-hmm. Always in some shit.
Like that's the homie. I was gonna get it, but I had to look and see what your stupid ass is gonna do first. But you cute, so I'm gonna let it slide.
I'm gonna let it slide, but you stupid.
Yeah, you a nice little white.
It was one of them things like how your girl say something crazy in public and you just be like, yeah, that I agree. And then y'all get in the car, you be like, hey man, no, it was stupid, right? No, dumb. Like don't ever
Once
say that.
again, Sit your dumb ass down.
I don't say that.
So Kong is laid out. Packard's trying to blow him up. The people in his crew put their guns on him. They're like, nah, cuz, hey, Hank, right, bro. Like, this ain't right, bro. Like, you really lost your mind. Like, you went crazy. Whole time, big triple OG granddaddy Skullcrawler done came out to play. And the whole time, Hank was telling him, you think this is bad, nigga, this is just the start. That ain't even the big one.
Mm-hmm. Boy came out, my boy said, that's the big one right there. That him right there.
Buddy pulled up. You want some too, man? Hank was like, oh,
Nope.
Yeah. That him right
that's
there.
the big one. So the big one come out, start beefing with Kong right off rip. Well, before that, Packard had the detonator in his hand. It was finna mash the button. And he was like, Kong, die. You dirty mother. And Kong was like, shut your dumb ass up.
Oh, man.
Dumb ass up, nigga. Got Packard out of here.
You got smashed with an open hand, cuz. That's like
He
an open
donkey
hand
punched
strike.
that nigga like, shut your dumb ass
He
up.
did. His hand was open. He shut up. Shut up, bitch ass. He with one. He's right.
And then immediately got jumped on by Granddaddy Skullcrawler. So
Bro, them thing was vicious with no legs, cuz.
vicious, cuz
It's the balance, too. Like, how y'all got balance like that?
Weight reduction, they ain't got no legs. They front heavy, they top heavy.
Yeah. You got some goddamn, what they got to tell for some type of balance. And then you got to think about it. They must got some, like, I mean, brother, I don't know. Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
So they run off and they like, what's the plan? And James was like, I'm gonna take all the civilians and take them to the boat, so we can come back and help Kong try to beat this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Dre was like, what we supposed to do? They was like, hey man, go to the boat, go to sleep. If we ain't back by breakfast time, hey, just crank them motherfuckers and haul that.
What's the problem? My boy Dre was like, hell yeah.
He said, you ain't got to twist my arm.
I'm out of here, cuz.
Hey,
That would been me the whole time.
get me out of here.
I'm not a fighter. That shit. That's Georgia. I write books. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm out of here, cuz.
Straight out of Compton, not in the movie.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I would have lost my ranks in this movie. That'd be me. It's some ranks I would have lost. They would have took some shit away from me.
I would have been down. I
fight
down.
people. I fight
they
people.
Bro,
I don't fight things, cuz you said people. You said people.
Hey, it would have been like Afion Crockett on also whatever that thing called. You mean like
mm-hmm.
a ghost?
Like a dead ghost?
Keisha?
Like a dead ghost?
Like a ghost? Nah, cuz. He
So
should be worried about making Ray Ray mad.
You know what I'm saying? And then I believe this is the part where that group get ran down on by Triple OG, and Cole was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So Buddy was like, hey, come on, man, we gotta fall back. He was like, hey man, go live your life, man. Go live your life. And it turned into this whole dramatic scene of him trying to stop Cole in slow motion, and he crying, got the snot coming out of his nose. They trying to hold him back, and
it's the only thing that was missing was a cigarette.
Because he was smoking the whole goddamn time. Hell, when they first got to the island, that nigga had a can of I don't even know what was in that can, but it looked like brain.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "How you even got a appetite right now?" Yeah, he was a dickhead the whole movie, and I was like, "Look at you trying to do something noble." And Triple OG was like, "No, I see that grenade in your hand, nigga. You ain't slick." So they about to run down. Well, Triple OG about to run down on Dr. Dre and them. Dr. Dre just so happened to get the goddamn Gatling gun working on the boat and start dumping on that nigga while he was putting the beats on Kong. So now he done took the attention off Kong and was like, nah, now I gotta go kill this nigga over here shooting me because he's shooting me. So then, you know what I'm saying? He emptying the clip, the gun over, he stopped firing. So Hank was like, hey, this little tip, hey, watch out, this little temperamental. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it a little cool down time. And you know what I'm saying? So Weaver just so happened to be on mountaintop with a flare gun, fired the flare gun into the side of Triple OG's head. And it's like team effort at this point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to do their part to kill Triple OG. Whole time, Kong get bound by a bunch of chains and couldn't get out. But then when he finally was able to break the chains, it was tied to like a boat motor. So he was like, "Oh hell, yeah, I'm finna use this."
Man, took a propeller.
Took a propeller. It was like, "Get over here."
This is a glove, cuz. That man uppercut somebody with a propeller.
That's tough.
I don't know what type of skin this thing had, but it was. Well, he was trying to break his mouth. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to break his mouth.
He had him, bro. He had him. Godzilla beat the Muto the same way. Had him by the jaws. And I'm like, all you got to do is just.
Yep.
But instead, you throw him up against the. I'm like, man.
Because remember, he did that. I think Kong did that to like one of the dinosaurs or something like that. Broke his jaw, and then like he was trying to play. He was playing with it. He was like, yeah, I guess that don't work no more. All right. Yeah,
bro. That was Black Air Force Energy. When he pulled the big ones, small ones as big as your head.
Pretty much.
Like word, bro. So I don't even remember how he ended up. No, I remember. So he got thrown. He got thrown into the side of the mountain, or he threw Triple OG into the side of the mountain, knocked Weaver off. Weaver falls into the water. So now Kong is like, oh shit. So he goes to grab Weaver, and Triple OG jumps back on him.
Mm-hmm.
So Triple OG was like, hey, what you got in your hand, bro? Why you got your fist balled up, but you ain't using it though? Like, what you got in your hey, matter of fact, you know what? Used his tongue, wrapped it around Kong's hand, and like pretty much ate Kong's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kong was like, I'll rip your tongue out. Lick my balls with him. Took Triple OG out the game, saved Weaver. They make it back to the extraction point. Matter of fact, it was a point in this movie where they first met Hank. And Hank looked at Weaver and said, you are more beautiful than a hot dog and a beer at Wrigley's Field on opening day.
Mm.
And there was even conversation. He was like, yo, so did you have like a family? He was like, yeah, I had a wife, had a wife. Do I still have a wife? Shit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goddamn, I gotta plug my goddamn laptop charger in. Hold on.
Mo trying to get himself taken out the game, everybody.
You know what I'm saying? It man been here since 1944. We got to get him back to the crib.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was really talking about like he was hoping that he was still married, and like he was, his son would be at a certain age right now, and he wanted to see his son, and
Grown man that I never met.
Mm-hmm. So like that was cool. Like I like so the issues that I always have like with these movies, you don't see enough monsters. Like there's not enough monster in the monster movie. Is the human aspect because they feel like that's what would appeal to us. But our favorite parts are the monster parts. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to see beat up, man. I ain't come to see Hank fall in love with Alberta. I want to put hands to one of these monsters.
Even though Hank was my favorite human character in this movie, he was like, "Hey, when I got stranded here, like we was beefing with the Russians. Like what's up with that?" Matter of fact, did the Cubs win the World Series yet? And it's like he's been here for a long time. He's been here 30 years, but he's still got some human left in him. Like he remembers what the outside world was like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not Alan from Jumanji,
I see what you did there. And he was on Skull Island longer than Alan was in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Alan was in the game 26 years. I mean, and Hank had him about 4-5 years. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to help Kong get rid of Triple OG, who per Hank was the biggest, baddest op on the island. They get back to the extraction point. The helicopters pick him up, take him back to the crib. Kong was like, "Hey, don't you bring your ass back now.
Mm-hmm.
It's my shit." So the end credits in the movie is basically Hank going back home to his wife and his grown son and having that beer and that hot dog, watching the baseball game at Wrigley Field.
That's a crazy combination for your stomach. I ain't even gonna lie.
Beer and hot dog.
It's insane.
I mean, our parents, our aunties and uncles do that shit all the time.
Yeah, it's just the combination. It's just wild.
Because not only did they have hot dogs on the grill, and it was sprinkling beer on the hot dogs on the grill. Oh yeah,
my daddy used to do that.
Yeah, that natty ice.
That
is one of the nastiest
holes in the cap.
That is one of the nastiest beers ever. Natty ice.
Whole chicken. He took a whole chicken and put a beer.
Oh, beer
in
chicken.
The chicken, and put it on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
I said, God damn. Say hey first,
dude. Hey, you ain't even taking on a date first. You just shut.
Chicken dead still reacted like, God damn.
Hey man, you aggressive?
For real.
A beer can?
Yeah, beer can.
Take a beer can and they shove it,
That's wild.
But and you know, in this whole review, Duke was talking about red flags, right? So let's say you that nigga, and people come looking for you to say, "Hey man, I need your services. I heard you were a tracker. I need you to come help me track some shit." And he was like, "So what exactly am I tracking?" Shit, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you had to win. I ain't the guy for you, then, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm the type of dude, bro, when it comes to certain things, the only thing I could give you is advice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking you nowhere, cuz. I'm not, bro, you want me to go on an island that's not connected to nothing.
Where humans do not belong.
Yeah, y'all just found this island, and even then, y'all not really for sure about this island. This is the guesstimation about this album. There's no facts, no nothing. Y'all think y'all saw something one day looking out the window and remember the coordinates and like, hey, look, I think it's something out there. There's never been a time when I say, you know what, I want to discover new land.
I mean, that shit costs money too. The type of money we ain't got.
Bro, and you gotta think about it too. Going to somewhere that at the time, I mean, obviously humans was there, but anywhere that is not that many humans, cause you don't need to be, which means the animals that are there are like 10 times as vicious because they never seen niggas before. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the snake in your backyard don't see a nigga or two. You know what I'm saying? The squirrel don't see a nigga or two. The little raccoon, the little possum, you don't see a nigga or two. You go to one of those islands where they ain't never seen a nigga, and they be like, hey.
Because you saw what the birds did to old boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They carried him off into the sunset.
Tore his arm off. Took the suitcase. He took the briefcase away from that nigga. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they told more than that, but that's all they showed.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
I think I've noticed with this movie, bro, I've noticed that when it comes to white and black people in movies, white people go to the danger. Black movies, it comes to the black people. And I feel like that's how it really is. I have yet to watch a black movie where they say, you know what? This could be dangerous. Let's see what's going on.
Nope. Because as soon as Buddy said, go to the boat, wait for us. If we not back by dawn, just get the hell out of here. That nigga
I ain't gonna hold you. The moment I see light, the moment I see light,
he was like, shit, you ain't got to twist my arm, cuz. But then he was singing the whole nother tune because when the Japanese girl was like, they said wait till dawn, right? He was like, yeah. She was like, it's dawn. It's dawn right now. He was like, I know that. Then cuz had to change her heart.
Bro, especially like
he had to change her heart because he saw the gun on the boat.
Another thing.
I want to shoot this motherfucker before we
when old girl she heard a noise, you've been scared all the whole movie. Now you hear a noise, you're going to the noise. So, bro, I don't know about y'all, bro, but when I'm in here sleep, when I'm asleep and I hear something go bump in the night, I turn the other way. I turn away, but well, if I hear something, I'm turning around. Like I'm nah. If that noise
ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just
if you came in here and physically touched me, it's not for me.
Even then, you gonna have to wake me up.
Yeah.
You have to wake me up.
Yeah, brother. I turn around and face the wall, man, put the cover over my head. I'm going back to sleep. You got nothing to do
I guess they ain't got nothing.
So how many popcorns you give me?
Kong Skull Island, honestly, it was one of the better like King Kong movies I've watched, where it was, I liked how they started off where it was actually Kong versus humans, not, Kong working with the humans, where it kind of turned into. So I mean, for a monster flick, I give it a 3.5.
Same with me. I was gonna say the same thing. So 3.5.
Hey, 3.5s across the board, man. 3.5s across the board.
Yeah, I wish, at some point, like, it would just be like, I don't know if y'all had a chance to watch Godzilla -1, but like that movie was done,
I think I did see that,
so much better, and it's because it's Japanese made, and for some reason when Americans do Godzilla, he's extra friendly, even though he's really not. But they try to put this different emphasis on who Godzilla is, and I'm just like, all right, man, I just want to see him blow some stuff up. Like, there's some good parts in the movies, but like trying to do too much. Because if you think about it, Godzilla, anywhere that Godzilla shows up, everybody is gonna die eventually because of radiation.
Just because of him being there.
Just off of radiation, that everybody about to die.
Him getting out the water causes a flood every time.
A flood, radiation. There's a part in I think in the Empire, whatever it's called, that this man is going through the water and he's hitting every bridge and breaking the bridge. And then there's cars on the bridge, so I know there's people in the cars. Is everybody say nothing? Like that's the thing that kind of like weirds me out about movies that take place in big cities. Like nobody ever mentions like the destruction of what happens. Like nobody ever talks about the destruction. I was looking at like remember when we reviewed did we review Independence Day 2? I think we did. Yeah, because we were talking about how anyway. But if you think about it, the destruction from Independence Day 1, right? I don't care how many years later, there's really no rebuilding that. Because you lost billions of people, millions of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you lost infrastructures that will never play. And it just like the new movie come on, it's like it never happened. Or like it happened, but after. So it's like with movies like that and movies like, you know, like the monster movies, it's like, can we get an emphasis on like how people are feeling after that? Like, I hate Batman versus Superman. I do. I hate it to the core because the movie sucked. Martha, how do you do that? That was stupid. But what I did love, nobody ever talks about when Superman be fighting these people and they be crashing through, knocking over stuff, and like nobody talks about like what happens like to the on the ground when he's building, you know. So like I like that part. It was just executed terribly. But more movies need to do that. The emphasis on the aftermath of what happens. Like these soldiers are gonna be traumatized for the rest of their life. They saw
for sure.
By getting smashed by a big monkey head, and now he y'all friend.
Spiders, birds.
Right. Now he y'all friend.
Skull crawlers. The Ox was cool. You know what I'm saying? He was a chill guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really wish like that. But we continuing with the fun of these monster / just Fallout movies this weekend, because we're gonna be doing Battleship starring Rihanna, Riri.
That's my movie right there.
Bro, it's one of those movies, bro. It's bad, but bro, I love that movie. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's so bad. It's so
I mean, the shit like that couldn't happen. It couldn't happen. Like that's a movie.
It is terrible. Like the acting is bad.
Shit at all.
That I was like, if you don't, man, shut up.
Come on, man. Yeah, and then you got the nigga with no legs.
Yeah, hey, he fighting another. It's a crazy movie, but bro, I swear, I liked it so much I bought it on Blu-ray, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, we are doing Battleship this weekend. So if you've never seen it, Rihanna's in the movie. It's so bad it's good. It's almost like one of them 90s action movies where it's just like, I know this is bad, but it's so good. It is so good.
Like the old Adam West Batman. Bam. Pow.
Whack. What? Smash.
Thwack.
Zoink.
Zoink.
Somebody in Zoink coming out is crazy.
We gotta go.
It's been late. But we appreciate y'all for stopping through, spending some time with us. Key, I don't know what he had, but he gonna put it in the Discord. If you want to see what Mo had to eat today, go to the Discord and join the Discord.
Spaghetti,
Oh,
no
slap your nose,
fish.
Spaghetti, no
Spaghetti, no
fish.
fish. No
Bitch.
fish.
No
fish
bitch.
whatsoever. Yeah, join the Discord. Come have fun with us. We be having fun over there. We be voting for movies, and people be getting mad. So, because I got mad, I want to do Battleship, but I like this movie too, so it was all right. Anyway, it's been Alien vs. Predator. I ain't gonna hold you. So now Lathan is that thing. You feel? Yeah. It's been another beautiful episode of the Popcorn in Your Beer podcast. I've been your AKA. This was YN Kong. He was listening to Young Thug and Big Smoke, Young Pill, and
You were listening to Ludacris. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap.
You ever feel like you done got so old that you don't realize you don't know the names of none of these new rappers? I'm like, who is this? I said, all right, whatever. Anyway, that's who I be.
The feds got him.
As soon as it was time to introduce it, is he coming back?
The Duke and the sucker. And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka yes, he deserved to die.
Then you know the rest.
And you know the rest.
Catch y'all right here next time on the Popcorn Eat Beer podcast. Go join the Discord. Peace. Brush your teeth.
You should have told us.
To cut everybody off like that.
I told
Going on?
I don't think I'll fight. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a show.
She aged like cheese. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.